Hi there, welcome to day 5 of my OTB tournament. My first tournament. It's the 18th of July today, so the last day. Uh, so the first tournament is done. Now I have 3 days off, and then my next tournament starts Tuesday, 9 days. So stay tuned for those. Yeah, so today I was paired with a 16-14 rated opponent. So for me, that's quite high, but I've seen him play and I don't think he played very well. It might be in like a losing streak or something, or just not playing so good. Um, I've seen him making some mistakes left and right. So I had good hopes and I was going for a win, but I knew a draw would be okay for me, specifically for rating points. So this is what happened. Playing with black, and my opponent comes out with the d4 pawn. So, hang on, excuse me. E. I'm so used to playing d pawn, pawn to d4 that I just say d. Pawn to e4, I respond pawn to e5. He brings his bishop out, so a bishop opening. And I've learned that the best way is just to bring a knight out to prevent the queen from coming in for some kind of scholar's mate. So that's what I did. He pushed the pawn, maybe going for a pin. I wasn't quite sure. So I brought my bishop out first. Didn't close this just yet, so I could always go back. Now he's obviously attacking this pawn. So I defend the pawn. He castles. I lock this pawn center, this pawn structure. So now a bishop can't come in anymore to defend my knight. But I thought, like, if he brings out his bishop, I'm gonna bring my bishop over here, defending this square for the potential knight coming in. If he wants to put pressure on the pin piece, or if he takes, I take back with the pawn and I prevent this knight from coming in. All these arrows. Hope you're still following. Anyway, but yeah, so he first brought his knight out. So there's always a little bit of a warning sign. If this bishop is here and you can come here and you have pressure on this pin piece. So I brought my bishop out. It's not the right move according to Stockfish, but I've played this line before and I'm quite happy with this trade. This pawn prevents his knight from coming in, so even if he pins my knight, it's no deal because also I can castle and my rook is defending my knight. So my queen would be free to get out of the pin. So he thought I'd do the same thing, but so it's not the right move. It's not a bad move, but not what Stockfish recommends. But I brought my knight out here. So I thought, like, if you go for a trade, that's fine by me. And I even had some ideas in my mind of pushing this pawn. And if he takes, I take, and then go for a check. And he recaptures with, let me show you what I was thinking of. Hang on, is it my go now? Okay, so he pushed his pawn. So what I was thinking, and I did it a little bit too late. I castled, but then I saw this tactic. Bear with me for a second. So I castled now, but in hindsight, I might have been better to push this pawn. If he takes, oh no, of course not. Yeah, I did see this. Yeah. I thought I had a line, but then I realized I couldn't because this pawn is undefended. Never mind. I thought I had a nice tactic of pushing this pawn and he takes, and I take, and I go for a check and then fork the bishop and the knight. But then I actually did see that if I push this, all these arrows and squares, if I push this pawn, this one is undefended. Okay, never mind. So I castled, which was fine. Then he steps out here with this knight. He's going on the rim. It's not the right idea. I'm not sure what Stockfish recommends. Yes, I did that. Oh yeah. Okay, so actually I did think about this. But I thought like if he does this, hang on, bear with me. I thought like if I go in this line, because I did consider it, I was thinking if he takes, I undouble my pawns and then can lock it up here. Say he does this, and then I have a quite good pawn structure, and this one is defending this pawn push. But then I thought like, well, hang on, but what if he doesn't take my bishop, but he just pushes the pawn? I have to go back again and okay, this allows the opponent to win a knight by eventually chopping a piece. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, but this is because I made this pawn move and he might not have done that pawn move. Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, I didn't see that all the way through. He couldn't push this pawn. But then still, he doesn't need to take me to help me undouble my pawns. But what I did instead, I was kind of thinking like, I can bring my knight out here and attacking the queen. He can't take me, but then I thought like, okay, that's fine. Then you take the knight, the bishop, and he takes, but you can't retake, and still you're gonna end up with double pawns. So I wasn't too keen on that. So I traded. Not the absolute best move, but pretty good move. But now this tactic is not there anymore because obviously my rook is not looking at the queen. And then I just develop my pieces, get the queen at the back rank, getting rid of the knight, and my opponent pushed the pawn to h3. And then I was like, what? Am I missing something? Is that not just a free knight? Look, looking at the free knight, it's not defended. But you have so much time. I just took all my time I needed to look at anything like, can anything check my king? No, the queen is not on the light squares. If I'm here, the rooks can't grab me. There's no bishops that can pin me to the king, and it's not even pinned to the king. So it's like, okay, pretty sure that's just a free knight. And he resigned. Not quite sure why he resigned already, but I don't think he had the best tournament of his life. So I think he was a bit disappointed in himself. He did actually see that he made this blunder, and obviously was hoping that I didn't see it. So 13 move game, and won against a 16-14 rated player. So the 5 days are gone. Tournament is over. I won 3 games, lost 2 games. I lost against number 2, and I lost against number 3. So pretty happy with my results. Those were also 2 very strong players for their ratings. One was 16-20, the other 15-15. But he was just a very strong player for his rating. And this game actually was only obviously a few moves. My opponent played with 84% accuracy. I played with 97.5% accuracy. But that's just because there's only 13 moves. It's always quite high then. Yeah, so very happy with the result. I initially had an idea that maybe I can get into the top 3, but then our group, the group I was in was like up. The highest was 1587 when I signed up, but in the last moments, because some mistakes in whatever the administration, they added a 1614, which I played today, and a 1620, which I lost against, who became 3rd in this tournament. So I ended up number 5, which I'm really happy about, with 2 strong players. And I played number 16. I played 1620, I played 1614, I played 1587. So I played 3 high-rated opponents and still got in 5th. And I beaten 2 of the 3 highest-rated players in the group. So yeah, really happy, and my tournament rating is 1620 now. So if this is any indications for my eventual over the board rating, I still need one more game to get a rating. So I'll be getting my rating after my next tournament. But if I'm playing like this next week, um, yeah, I was aiming to get to like a 1500 rating. But yeah, I might get into 1600, maybe. Obviously, not sure what happens next week, but maybe somewhere between 1550 and 1650. Yeah, maybe I can stunt next week and get to 1650. I doubt that, but I'm very happy if I get to 1600. Obviously, that'd be amazing. I'd be very happy with that. So, this was my first tournament. Hang on. Hope you enjoyed it, and leave a comment if you want. Give it a thumbs up. If this is your first video you're looking at and you like it, consider subscribing to my channel. Also, go check it out. So I've had 5 games of this tournament, and they're all on my channel. I also cover online, rapid and blitz rating climbs. Trying to get to a 1500 rating on chess.com rapid and 1200 blitz. And yeah, go check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching, if you've been watching my games, and stay tuned for my tournament next week. Right, Joe? Thanks again, and bye-bye. Have a good weekend.